Hello everyone. So we are about to start with a new topic, new playlist that is all about exception handling. Okay. So obviously this will be my first video for exception handling. So before we go directly into the practical part or practical section, we just have to understand first what is the exactly the meaning of this types of errors, or you can say that what is the meaning of exception and all that things first, then we can practically check how we can handle those type of exception. So first of all, types of errors. Okay, so obviously like we can have two types of errors, like syntax error and runtime errors. Now what is the meaning of syntax errors? So let me write in comment also syntax errors, and also you can say that what runtime errors. Now, coming to the first part, what is the meaning of the syntax errors? So the errors which occurs because of invalid syntax means you are not writing properly, and because of that you are getting a syntax error and all that things. So suppose I will write one program, a is equal to 1 2 3, and if okay, a equal to 1 2 3. Now purposely I am not writing colon after this, and with tab I will write some new line, for example print, and I will write hello or something like this. And now we will check, because purposely we have not used colon over here at this place actually. So control S and F5. See, we are getting syntax error, expected colon. So obviously now if I write control S and something like this, then we will get the output for sure. If it is equal to 123, then only. So that is all about syntax error. Then second thing is nothing but the meaning of the runtime errors. So when you are executing any Python program, okay, and if something goes wrong, then we will get runtime errors. So it may be due to you can say end user input, whatever user is giving any input, maybe some programming logic, and maybe some memory problem, etc. So let us check. For example, if I write print, and if I write 10 divide by 0, something like this. Okay, I will remove all these lines first. Control S. See, I've written print, only one statement, print 10 divided by 0. So there is no any syntax error. So let us check what we are getting is. So it is zero division error. That is runtime error. During the execution, we are getting error. So that is nothing but what? Runtime error. Suppose for example, if you write something like this, 10 divided by double quotation, and if you write 2, something like this. Okay, control S and F5. See, still we are getting runtime error, means during the execution we are getting what? Errors. So now first of all, the basic things, that is a normal flow of our Python program is, so whenever you write multiple statements like print, and if I write suppose 1, something like this, and then again one more print statement, and if I write for example print 2, okay, and so on. If I write multiple lines, for example, okay, uh likewise 3 4 5 also I can write. But suppose if I write 1 and 2 only right now, and if I say control S and F5, okay, so obviously normal flow of Python program is nothing but it will start from the first line. Okay, and if no error, then it will keep on printing and keep on executing. Okay, so obviously in a program, if all these statements are executed as per the conditions successfully, and if we get output as expected, then the flow is called as normal flow of the program execution. Okay, but we have one more concept, which is nothing but abnormal flow. So now what is the meaning of abnormal flow? Suppose here you all can see I've written print 1 and then print 2, and suppose if I write print and if I write 10 divided by 0, and after that also I am writing print, and in double quotation I am writing 3, something like this, then I am writing print, and I am writing 4, Okay, and likewise, if you want, you can write more thing also. But right now, what I have written over here is purposely, first two statements are proper, correct only. The third statement, it is 10 divided by 0. We know it is a runtime error. And after that also, I have some statement which are normal. So if I save this program and if I execute, see what is happening over here is we are getting the output, but only for 1 and 2, and then when it will execute the third line, we are getting the errors. So here, which lines are skipped? See, at this point, we are getting runtime error, and because of that, the program terminated abnormally, and because of which we are not getting this to output. Okay, that's why we are coming to the topic exception and exception handling. So first of all, what is exception? An unwanted, or you can say that unexpected event that disturb your normal flow of your program, then it is called as exception. And what is the meaning of exception handling? See, exception handling does not mean that you have to repair something, you have to correct something. No. Instead of that, it is a process in which we define a way so that program does not terminate abnormally due to what? Exception. So in Python, we have default exception handling, which means we have some default exception classes already inbuilt. Some of the names are maybe zero division error class, maybe overflow error class, maybe index error class, name error, lookup error, OS error, arithmetic error. So likewise, we have many classes of exception in Python. Okay, so obviously now coming to the main part, that how you can handle the exception in Python. So there are various ways you can handle the exception, but we will start from the scratch. So obviously, first of all, using the try and using the except block, we can handle the exception in Python. So now the question is, what is the meaning of try block and what is the meaning of except block? So try is a keyword in Python, that is one thing, and except is also keyword in Python. So what is the meaning of try block? The code which may be, means we are not sure, which may be expected to raise an exception, means you may think that this code will generate an exception, then that particular block of code should be written inside the try block. So now what is the meaning of the except block? The corresponding handling code for exception. Except block is what? It is a corresponding handling code for the exception if occurred and needs to be written inside the except block. So in my next video, practically we will start from the scratch with the try and except. So this is all about the introduction to exception handling, or you can say that just the beginning of exception handling. Thank you everyone.